Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Opening day is here in West Virginia. It is September 27th. It's just about 5:15, and I just got to the parking area in this piece of public that's close to my house. Sticking with the game plan this morning. We've got a nice calm morning this morning. It's about 67 degrees, expecting a northwest wind, so I'm headed into this spot that I've hunted in the past. It's a good early season spot. I was able to get out here early October last year and had some good deer movement in this area, and there's always a bunch of deer on this property during archery season, so pretty excited about this morning. I've been looking forward to this for a lot of months, so hopefully all this preparation that I've been putting in pays off. I'm pretty much shooting anything that goes by the stand this morning. So I got plenty of time. Gonna get out, get dressed, and get my stuff ready and head out to the spot. It should take me about 30 minutes to get out to the area I want to head into. It's about a mile hike in, so got a little ways to walk ahead of me, but it's all part of it, and I'm excited to get this season started. So I'm hoping it's a safe season. I'm hoping everyone else who's out this morning and everyone else who has openers coming up, hope you guys have a good season. Let's see how it goes. So I'll see you from the stand.
Alright, all set up in the tree. Been set up about a half hour now. It's almost 7 o'clock. Right at 6:30 I had 2 hunters walking the top of the ridge, maybe 150 yards from me, which is not great for me in this setup. They kind of wrapped the edge of the cedar thicket up on the top, so they're somewhere out that way. And then around 6:45, heard a deer blowing from the direction that they walked in from, so it is what it is. Public land, it's opening day. I'm excited to be out here. I'm in this spot that I was in early last season. It's right on this field edge. But I moved up the edge about 40 yards further than I was last season. There's a trail right here at 18 yards, right on the edge of the creek. And then I have a field opening to my left. On my strong side, the creek's downwind of me. It's no wind right now, it's super calm. It's my scent's just dropping down into the creek bottom, which is exactly what I wanted to do, so hoping they're coming off these oak flats that are out in front of me on the foothills of the mountain, coming back into these cedars to bed down in this creek bottom. So got a few hours here. I'm just gonna sit tight and keep my eyes peeled. I hope I get one walking through here soon. Got overcast and it's supposed to rain later today. Pushed off till 10 the last time I checked, but we'll see if it holds off. Fingers crossed. It's after 9. Rain is supposed to be coming within the next hour, and I haven't seen anything. It's been a real slow morning. Wind just started to pick up a touch, but just not the best weather. It's still September, so I can't complain too much. Just would have hoped to have seen a deer already, but just had that one blowing 200, 500 yards away. at like 6:45 this morning, and that was the only real sign of deer that I've gotten since I've been in the tree. So it is what it is. I still think this is a promising spot. I do have a camera right here on the field edge. I'm going to swap a card and check out what's been coming through here. But I'll probably be sitting here another 15 minutes and then heading on out. Just pretty exciting start to the season. But seriously, it's nice to get out. It's nice to knock the rust off. I know I've been practicing a lot, getting up in the saddle and shooting and all, but nothing beats the real thing. So I'm happy I was able to get out this morning and the rain held off, and it's been honestly a really peaceful morning. So I'll be back out probably in the next couple days. It's supposed to rain the whole rest of the day and then busy tomorrow, so maybe Monday or Tuesday, and then we're getting a good cold front Wednesday, Thursday next week. So hopefully that means I'll be out here and seeing a lot more deer. So appreciate y'all joining me this morning, and I'll see you from the woods next time. September 29th, it's just past 7 a.m. and I am back out on the West Virginia property this morning. Really similar conditions to what I hunted in opening morning on Saturday, except there's no rain in the forecast. And I moved up the field edge where I was on Saturday, about 30 yards from where I was. I have a more open shot to the field, and I'm up here where these trails come together, feeding into the edge of the field. So hoping that a deer comes walking through here. Last season, almost all the deer I saw came out of this thick stuff just up the hill from me. So if they're doing anything the same this morning, I should have a pretty easy shot. I got into this big poplar this morning and it was a fiasco, but made it up here safe and pretty comfortable out here. So just gonna sit tight and see if I finally get to see a deer in the stand in the 2025 season. Fingers crossed, y'all. Just spotted my first deer, like 100 yards across the creek, and it's a buck. Super surprised. He's walking parallel to me. Way on. He didn't end up coming within range of me. Not even close, actually. Saw a flash around 8:15, 8:20 across the creek from me, all the way on the other side where it starts going back up into these cedars. I got my binos up, and that's when I saw it was a deer. I turned the camera on and looked through the binos again and saw that it was a buck. And immediately got fired up. It was a lot of fun, and he worked down this hill from me and then right into the creek bottom. He stayed on the opposite side. He was probably about 65 yards away from me at its closest, and with all the leaves still on the tree, it's hard to get the camera on them when they're that far away. So I think I got a glimpse of him, but he was walking parallel to me, and then he walked along the other side of this creek bottom, disappeared off into that direction. That was, like I said, about an hour ago. So I hung out longer than I wanted to because I was holding out, hoping he'd cross this creek bottom into the field and then within range, but never did that, and gave him plenty of time to move off. Good intel though. I think next time I get out here I might try to get on the other side of this creek bottom and see if I can't get lucky. But that's probably going to wrap it up for me today. I got to get to work. So I'm going to start packing up and try to carefully get out of this tree that I'm in. And I'll be back out soon enough, and I'll see you guys then. Good morning, everyone. It is October 1st. September has passed, and had a few sits that weren't too eventful other than seeing those 2 bucks. I'm still back out on the West Virginia property, but I moved up the foothills a little bit, about 3/10 of a mile further than the past few sits. Moved out of that creek bottom, and I'm in the kind of open hardwoods here on this little strip of land that runs between 2 creeks coming off the mountain. I have a camera set up right here behind me that I put out in July on this really heavily used travel corridor. So hear the acorns falling all around me. I didn't love coming into this spot in the morning. It's just pretty risky because deer feed all through these oaks. And as expected, I get right to the tree I want to set up at, and I ended up jumping 2 deer about 70 yards up the hill from me. Started blowing, took off towards the private land. Sounded like a larger deer and a smaller one, so probably a doe and a fawn. still optimistic of seeing something. Forecast called for 11-mile-an-hour winds, but it's still super calm, so makes getting in and out and all that stuff, it makes it pretty tough trying to stay quiet. So leaves are still soft from all the condensation overnight. It's hard to hear things walking, but just gotta keep my eyes peeled for any movement. Got a couple hours before work, so see if I can get my eyes on a deer. About time for me to pack it up. Had those, I think it was like 4 or 5 does coming straight at me. I didn't see them until they were about 50 yards away, and by then they were already on to me. It's weird, they weren't downwind. I don't really know how they caught my scent, but didn't take them long to blow and get on out of here. And I haven't seen anything since. So it's a beautiful morning. Just a great way to start October. This cold front's hitting now, so we dropped 10 degrees from yesterday to today, and we'll be dropping another 10 degrees into tomorrow. So the low tomorrow is going to be in the mid-40s, which is pretty stellar. So probably be back out in this same area. There's a rub right here below me, and I'm gonna check this camera behind me and see what kind of deer have been showing up. But for now, it's time for me to get on out of here and get to work. So appreciate y'all joining me, and I'll see you from the woods next time. Good morning, everyone. It is October 3rd, It's just about 7 o'clock now. Finally got a good camera light, and the grind continues. I'm back out on West Virginia property and coming off a couple of pretty slow sits. There's just acorns falling everywhere. It's definitely a bumper crop year, and it's kind of got them stagnant, not moving too much. Just trying to find out where they are. This morning I parked off the road and walked in not too far, and had one blowing at me before I even got set up at the truck. And then I jumped another one off this flat, walking in right where I was going to set up too. It's funny how that always happens, but hoping that didn't blow this spot up. I'm hoping it wasn't a nice buck, but who knows. I hunted here early season last year. Had a couple of deer coming through, but nothing crazy. So like I said, I'm just trying to get out here as much as I can and figure out what these deer are doing right now. So I'm in this kind of finger ridge creek bottom, and it's the same creek bottom where that nice little 8-point came through last sit, so hoping he's kind of still in the area. There was a decent amount of buck sign in here last year, so who knows. I got a couple of hours. I'm gonna sit tight and see what I can see. deer come within range. A little forky buck came right up the center of this ridge. It looked like he was gonna skirt me at like 80 yards, but he ended up turning and coming right down the edge of this finger ridge where it drops into the creek bottom, and you work by it about 30 yards. He's getting a pass this year. I know there's bigger bucks out here, and it's been about 20-25 minutes since he worked out of here, and I've been keeping my eyes peeled out the front of this ridge, hoping there'd be a bigger buck coming up from the same trail, but doesn't look like it. So wish I could stay out here, but I do have to pack up and get on out of here to work. It's been a fun week and great opening week here in West Virginia. Always a grind, but I wouldn't have it any other way. I know there's good deer out here, and just trying to stay mobile, stay flexible, and figure out where these deer are hanging out. Just need to start being better about getting in and out without spooking deer. But that's the next step in the learning process, so anyways, I'm gonna start packing up here and get on out of the woods. Appreciate y'all joining me, and I'll see you next time.